Hi guys, welcome to the Year of Yoga. My name is Kassandra from Yoga with Kassandra, and today we're going to stretch deep into the neck, top of the shoulders, and upper back. This is wonderful if you work at a desk all day or even stand for long periods of time. We do tend to accumulate a lot of tension here. So let's start seated. You don't need any props. You can be either cross-legged or kneeling, whatever works best for you. Try to lift out of the lower back. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears, and let's release the right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep your chin slightly elevated so we're not rolling it down, looking straight forward. If you'd like to take this further, you can extend your left fingertips down towards the floor. And if you'd like to go further still, you can use your right hand to lightly press down on the head. And instead of thinking about applying pressure straight down, think of pulling the ear even further from the shoulder, so more of a tractioning motion. Maybe allow the eyes to close as you focus on the pull and the gentle opening from the ear all the way down, side of the neck, top of the shoulder, and maybe down the arm for some of us. Being mindful not to roll forward. Spine is still lifted, nice and tall. Take your last 5 deep breaths here. Let's roll the chin down to look towards your right shoulder and right armpit. Breathe into the back of the neck. Let's cradle our head with our right hand. Try to use arm strength only to slowly lift that head all the way back up to center. Fingertips back down to the ground. Let's switch sides. So this time, left ear is going to drop towards the left shoulder. Keep the chin slightly lifted, and you can crawl your right fingertips out to the side. Maybe the left hand goes to rest on the head, trying to pull the ear away from the shoulder. Keep pressing your right shoulder down. Collarbones are lifted. Imagine you can send your breath directly wherever you feel this the most. So for me, that's more towards the bottom of the neck. And I'm trying to breathe into that space to invite it to release and open up a little more. Important not to clench the jaw. Keep it soft and relaxed. Take your last 3 breath cycles. Let's roll the chin down to gaze towards the left shoulder, left armpit. And you can keep applying pressure a little bit with your left hand. Stretching at the back of the neck, top of the shoulder blade. And let's cradle our head with our left hand. Carefully lift it all the way back up to center. And release fingertips to the floor. Give yourself a few shoulder shrugs, rolling, squeezing your shoulder blades back and down. Reverse the circles in the other direction. Just get some nice movement going in there. We'll take one final one for the neck specifically. So you'll need to interlace your fingers behind your back and then bring your palms and knuckles over towards the left side of your waist. So if that interlace is not possible, you can just bring your right hand as far over towards the left as you can and keep your left hand onto your hip. Otherwise, you're clasping fingers and pulling that right shoulder down and away from the ear. We're going to turn the head to look over the left shoulder. So the more you're able to look back, the more you'll start to feel a stretch through the right side of your neck. The key here is to really drop the right shoulder towards the floor as much as possible. And release, come back to center, second side. So let's bring our knuckles and our palms over towards the right side of your waist. Stay nice and long, inhale. Exhale, looking over towards the right shoulder as far back as you can. Don't let your left shoulder pop forward here. Keep drawing it back and pressing it down. And you can play with the angle of your chin a little bit. I find keeping it parallel to the ground gives me the best stretch. Let's release and unwind. Fingertips back to the floor. Let's come up into a tabletop pose, so on our hands and knees. Taking cat and cow, fingertips are spreading wide, knees are underneath the hips, palms are under the shoulders. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. And on the exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Relax your neck so the head can be heavy. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, slight contraction. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Take a few more, go at your own pace. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Try not to bend the elbows too much. Put a little bit more pressure into the fingertips and knuckles, less into the wrists. And let's come back into our neutral tabletop pose, setting up for puppy pose. So because we are on our knees for the next minute or so, I'm gonna fold up my mat so I have a little bit more padding. You can always put a blanket or something underneath you. Knees are gonna stay underneath our hips, and instead we're just walking our palms forward until the forehead either comes down to the floor or can rest on a block. Keep the arms stretched forward, pressing the chest down. Breathe into the upper back. Try not to let the lower back sway too much. The abdominals will need to be slightly engaged. Tailbone extends back. For these last 5 breaths, let's press our palms in towards each other, bend the elbows, and reach your knuckles towards the back of the neck, back of the head. Stretching a little deeper into the triceps. Let's stretch out the arms. Slowly walk the palms in, inch by inch. And take a seat. You can unfold your mat. Sit up nice and tall. If you'd like to take full Shavasana, you're more than welcome to lie down on your back. I'm just going to finish in a seated meditation Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, reaching up through the crown of the head. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. And observe how the neck, upper back, chest and shoulders feel now, as opposed to when you first began this class. Breathe into that space you've created. Let's close our practice with one breath together. Hands can rest on the knees or join at the heart. Exhale fully, then inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Thank you all so much for doing this practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for doing the Year of Yoga. Namaste.